up with it?
Free feature, man. I got a song right here. It's a mixtape track. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's not original beat. But I will give it to you for free. You know what I mean? To help you promote this motherfucker, man. Free on 30 feature, man. To the hottest 16 to go on this motherfucker. Well, if you come with the hottest 16, send them emails. I'll send it to you. You send it back with that hot 16 on that motherfucker. And I'll pick the winner and announce the winner. I'm gonna do it like that, man. I'm passing out free verses. I'm gonna start doing this shit once a month, man. So check it out, tell me what y'all think. I ain't gonna give you no trash either. Let's go. This is it right here, man. Tell me what y'all think.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hey, you better come with it on this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker called Before I Die, man. Check it out. I got my first week already done. I'm in it for the money, nigga, bitch bust. Get this type of money, you'll be big nuts. Every time I'm ready for it, they say big trucks. I'm never taking risks so big that one slip up. You send me to the pen for the remainder of my life. I'm out here sacrificing life to get my guns up. That being said, it's only right I get my guns up. Them people better come prepared to fight. They come for me, cuz. They ain't taking me, cuz. Please treat me, cuz. Move me up, walk up to my window, they don't see, cuz. Say shot and test on me, nothing. Rest in peace, son. I might be lucky, but he coming with me, cuz. Everything in my backseat come with an L, bro. I ain't going back and lie down before I tell some. Tell my kids I love them to the death. I was more than just a true love. I get the shit for us, but it won't mean that.
Hey, that's what's up with it. Yo, Cuddy back at it. He ain't gonna get him mic up. He is a gas, like you said, holding down the Texas for the 918. Hey, you back at it with it. That's what's up with it. MAGOOO, got my little brother K, man. Yeah, we're checking out his little contest. King on 30 doing. Facebook Live. You heard him. Go check him out on Facebook, Corian Ballard. Send your emails to him. Jump on that contest. That's a feature worth having, you know. But like I said, this is my little brother K, man. He be spitting too. And this about our third segment of the iiTT, little bro. We came up with a little format. You know, I've been running the Playpen Studio for years, and everybody has their own techniques and whatnot. So I decided to ask a couple of artists or a few artists how they like it. Like, pretty much when you come to the studio, do you like to write in your phone or do you like to write on paper? How do you like it? Which one you prefer?
Well, me personally, I like to write on paper. You know, old school with it. I put it in the phone too, though.
Alright, here's another one for you. When you're recording, do you rather spit your verse straight through or would you rather punch? How do you like it?
It depends on how I'm coming in. I really like to go straight through because, you know, I like it to be perfect. But punching in, it still be perfect too. It's just how you go about it.
That's what's up. You like to go off of memory or you like to read it?
I like to memorize it.
Memorize it?
I like to feel it, you know.
You feel it come out better when you memorize it from
Yeah,
memory?
100.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I think one other thing, you like to freestyle or do you like to write?
I like to write. I freestyle whenever I'm trying to feel the beat, you know, when I'm trying to get a hook. Other than that, I write this shit down.
What's up? Now, I got a few years on you in age and whatnot, so I like to let the town, the world know in Oklahoma, from Oklahoma to the world, what's up with it, from your generation, what's up with the music scene and what you like to listen to nowadays in your generation. Like,
Let's see. Right now, it's I like a little nice track, you know, a little country, you know, like a little bit of every genre.
Yeah, I heard Lil Nas is buzzing right now, the Old Country Road.
Yeah.
That's the only one?
No, I got to.
Any new ones? I like to do Roddy Ricch.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, he nice upcoming star, you know.
Shouts out to Young King. He making some nice moves.
Yeah.
Whatnot. But other than that, again, this is what's up with. It's the month of May. We feel like it's gonna be amazing this month, especially around town. We got a lot of events going on. We got the World Culture Music Fest, the 4th annual Music Fest, coming up on 24th, between the 24th and the 26th. And also on the 28th, we got a big 918 hip hop show coming with all the old school greats. It's a free event, all ages, downtown at the Guthrie on the Green. Gonna have MC Light, Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, and Roxanne.
That shit, it's gonna be amazing right there.
Like I said, it's amazing, mate. Yeah. That's what's up with it. You know, big things happening this summer. And all May. But I'm gonna get back to, what we do. Puffing on this gas and listening to some tunes and coming up with some creativity, work on your singles and whatnot. And my partner, WB3, got some trending topics to talk to the world about. Live from Oklahoma.
Me again. I be feeling myself. I can't do it if I don't feel myself. Nigga can't live for everybody else. Y'all make yourself happy. And love yourself, stop depending on everybody else. Let's get it. Some things never change, just gotta accept it. Another day, another blessing. But my head a couple times, still ain't learned my lesson. All my loved ones that left me. If I fall from the sky, ain't nobody there to catch me. Close my eyes as I drift off to outer space. How can you live in this world without faith? Do what it takes to put a smile on my girl's face. Every year a new court date. Niggas stealing at my daughter's plate. How much can one heart take? Everybody want their cake and eat it too. Won't ever leave you down, bust every round over you. I ain't gotta say it cause you know it's true. Time to wake up, get your cake up. Everybody want their cut. When the going get tough, gotta keep rolling it up and keep on laughing. Real love is everlasting.
What's up with it,
What's going on?
Man, there's a lot going on in the world, man. What's up with it? What's trending, man?
Well, we're going to come in with a splash.
A splash?
A splash. Now, speaking of splash,
What?
we're going to go into the Splash Brothers. Now, not only are the Splash Brothers struggling with the Rockets right now, somebody else is kind of struggling. Anyway, we'll get into it. Ayesha Curry, she was recently on the Red Table Talk Show with Jada Pinkett. And this is the subject that came up. Maybe this is why he's not shooting so well. Ayesha Curry opens up about Steph, NBA groupies, and insecurity. Whew. Now, if I'm Steph Curry, I wouldn't want to read what's inside this story, but we're going to get into it. On Monday's episode of Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith asked Ayesha Curry how she deals with women throwing themselves at her two-time NBA MVP husband. Her answer sparked jokes and criticism, but they also brought several people to her defense. Now, I was reading some of the comments, and I was pretty surprised that people were so negative towards her, being that this is something that she probably has to deal with pretty often. What do you think?
What's that?
Women pushing up on Steph Curry, groupies.
I mean, it's like they're saying, he who has not sinned cast first stone. I mean, like, it's a normal part of life. In professions, people goes with the job, goes with territory. I mean, if he's not acting or I mean, I don't know. It's slippery slope.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you this. I don't know exactly when they got married, but if he was already an NBA player or if he was already going to be an NBA player, then I'm sure she was well prepared, or someone told her that this is one of the dynamics of that relationship. But it still is hard to go through with the children and things like that. And you never know if Steph is going to stay strong. From all accounts, he's a good guy, but you know.
I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I know a little bit, and they've been together since high school.
Really?
Yeah, like he was 14, 15. They've been together that long.
Yeah. So I mean, shout out to Steph.
If that they got that old school relationship. So what, either they're going through, not going through. I mean, I don't know if it was meant to be public or. I put it to you this way. I think it should have been one of them locker room talks instead of a talk show
So
talk.
do you think that they had a pre-production meeting, or do you think they surprised her with that question?
I think it could have been scripted, but at the same time, someone could have made the call. It could have been like that. To me, that was more like women's locker room talk versus something that was meant for the public.
National TV. Anyway, now
My opinion. I mean, I'm not crucifying anybody or whatnot. Just my opinion.
well, shout out Steph Curry, shout out to the Warriors and Aisha Curry and the Curry family. You know, shout out. They both do their profession at a high
Oklahoma
level.
6 man went to the Rockets and
I didn't say he was still mad because it got hard. No. All right, here we go. Moving on. Tyra Banks. Now, anybody growing up in the 90s or the 80s, you know about Tyra Banks, and she was one of the pinups. But
America's Top Model. All right,
yeah, Tyra Banks, man. But guess what?
I like their own Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Shouts out Will Smith.
Well, she's a lot more than just a beauty.
After that, I kind of lost track her.
Okay, so she's a lot more than just a beauty. Tyra Banks, she's back with Sports Illustrated. Tyra Banks comes out of modeling retirement for Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Now, the twist to this story is the 45-year-old mogul was the first black woman to cover the magazine solo in 1997. Now she's back, and she's even wore an iconic polka dot suit to mark the occasion. Now, I think that's pretty inspirational for, like I'd say Jay-Z, what he's doing, Tyra Banks, what she's sustaining. I think that's really inspirational for the maturity of modeling and hip-hop as the genre matures with the artists.
Well, I kept it stuck in my head this whole time. I'm still laughing out loud about you saying she's more than just beauty.
I think so. I think she is.
Yeah, that's an opinion, but the article clearly is based off of beauty. Sports Illustrated, picture in the swimsuit. I mean, it's beauty smack slap all over that. Like,
well, I mean, you have some people.
It's not an article about her accomplishment as being a philanthropist or doing something outside of wearing a swimsuit. So yeah, this achievement is based off of beauty. Still, I'm laughing out loud on that statement.
So are you against swimsuit models?
No, it's just the statement you said is like she's more than just beauty, as if what you were going to segue into had nothing to do with beauty.
Right. Well, tell you what, to get on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, I guarantee beauty is a factor in the equation. But I guarantee she has to have a lot more than just beauty in order to be able to have the power.
I hear where you're going with that. I will at least say this. Shouts out Tyra Banks, because I know you did everything but the other way to the top. You know what I'm talking about. Shouts out Queen. So
Tyra Banks has always been one of my favorites. Shouts out to her too. Now, on another note, this is not a beautiful story right here. One of the biggest crazes out there is being able to say, hey, you know, I got options in transportation. I can use Uber, Lyft, other options besides maintaining a car. But now that good idea is getting a little scrambled because now you're starting to talk about compensation problems. Uber and Lyft drivers strike in several cities around the world. On Wednesday, Uber and Lyft drivers in several major cities will go on strike in an effort to bring attention to the issues, including decreasing wages and a lack of job security. Now, that's a tough one. I'll tell you this, Goo.
Yeah, it's trending.
And the reason why that's a tough one is because we do want our Uber and Lyft drivers and everybody in our society to be paid more. Fast food workers, the car wash workers, you want every job to have dignity. But you also have to be willing to have the cost passed on to the customer, or the CEOs have to be willing to take pay cuts, but even their pay cuts won't pay for broad pay, price cuts and things like that. So this is a tough one because we do want to have affordable Uber fares, but do we want to have it at the expense of these great people?
Check this out. Now that is trending. I did look into that, and it's not really as tough as you think. It's put to you this way. I got a little bit more knowledgeable about the topic and at hand, and it's not so much as that they want to just get paid more. I listened to an interview with one of the employees or former employees. She did 4 years of it, and throughout the 4 years, their pay decreased.
Wow.
And they signed something with a little fine print. They screw people that when they do these decreases, they don't give them no warning. They don't give them no memo. They just change it, and you have no clue until it's time to get paid. And there's nothing they can do about it because they signed off on it. Now, on top of all of that, you have what they call it, big people crapping on little people. Basically, if you go research the big CEOs, creators, the main people of the Lyft and Uber, they're walking away with big cuts on for them, like bonuses and profit checks. Like,
now let me
so like how like as an owner, it's like if you're a business owner, like everything's great for me. I just cleared for say 4 million,
right,
and gave myself bonuses, this and that, and at the same while I decrease the payout for these drivers. I'm over here happy. Like,
so let me broaden the discussion. According to Vox, Uber drivers are on strike today in the U.S., UK, Nigeria, Chile, Costa Rica, Uruguay, and Kenya. That's a pretty broad. That's a lot of economies and a lot of markets that are sharing a lot of the same
being that
problems.
you said that, I retract what I said, and yeah, now you're looking at maybe they're walking away with $4 billion. All along the way, talking about I'm decreasing what you getting paid. Now I'm about to go on vacation and whoop-de-whoop. Like, that's not fair at all.
Right. So we really hope that we get this problem resolved because Uber is a great idea. I know a lot of the taxi cab drivers didn't think so, but I really like the fact that we could get affordable transportation in inner cities. But let's move on. Now this story here is a story troubled me when I first saw it because it was something that could have came out a lot earlier and it would have saved a life. Now, everybody's familiar with the Sandra Bland story, and just to catch you up to speed, she was a young lady who was pulled over in a traffic stop, and she was subsequently killed while she was in incarceration in jail. And it really raised a lot of eyebrows around the world because this was a recurring issue that seemed to never stop. And in this case, some new evidence came out, and this is trending. And according to U.S. News, new footage undermines officers' account of Sandra Bland's arrest. According to the story, nearly 4 years after Bland was found dead in a jail cell following her arrest during a traffic stop in Texas, a cell phone video of the incident has surfaced. In the new clip, State Trooper Brian Encinia, that's Brian Encinia, draws his taser after ordering Bland out of the vehicle, telling her, "I will light you up." Bland's family now asks for the investigation to be reopened. Now, I was able to see the video, and it's very troubling. To see this officer, Brian Encinia, the so-called officer, the way that he approached this lady who was, by all accounts, pulled over for a minor traffic violation, a busted light or something like that. So, what are your thoughts on this? Your initial thoughts when you heard of this new evidence?
Actually, I was kind of like, what's the word? Made me feel some type of way when I looked into the story, because basically, don't remember how to pronounce the officer's name, but basically he went to court. The city ruled Miss Bland's death as a suicide. Another court picked it up, and then the city or DA dropped it because the cop went to a plea that he did probation or a year in prison, something like that, and promised to never work in law enforcement ever again. Like, what, a year and not to work in law enforcement? He got off like super wow.
You know, and tell you the truth, that's why this is raising a broader question. You even have it leaking into all segments of society. You have Colin Kaepernick and his movement. You have what was going on in New York City with where they was just stopping young men just because they suspected them of possibly being in a crime. And we have these different things going on, but what we're forgetting is, case by case, we have to be willing to get to the facts, because truth and evidence, it tells the truth, but people lie, you know, and people have agendas. But once again, you know, we're here to...
It's sad that this is what's trending, but at least the truth got out there. That actually was the other most bizarre thing I read about it, is that news network or something is the ones that fought to get the cell phone footage released. Like, her family has never seen the cell phone footage until now. That's why they're asking for it to be reopened. And I'm like, is Sandra Bland's phone? I would assume that all her property should have been turned over to her family when the case was closed and all that. Why did a news company have to go fight, and how did they know about it and all that? That's a whole nother story. So, like, that's...
So this is
whole
something...
should bother the average human being, period.
Absolutely. So this story and others we'll definitely be keeping an eye on, and we're very...
Or I hope you keep an eye on it. I mean,
and we're very interested to see what other evidence is going to come out, and what other shoe is going to drop in this case, because we do want justice in every single case. And thank you for tuning in to the iiTCast. It's trending with WD3, moderator MAGOOO, moderator WD3. Much love and respect.
If there's anything that we talked about that you feel like we should go back into it in depth, and you want to call in and go at it, call in and we debate about it over the phone, be sure to send those inquiries to iiTCast@gmail.com. Attention ItCast segments. So, and we'll be sure to respond to you and let you know when we can make that happen.
And let's light up that Twitter and let's get those conversations going, because these are conversations that need to be had.
Follow us on Twitter, ItCast at Twitter.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Or Twitter at ItCast.
King Kong can't stop me, nigga. You can beat your chest all you want to. Ain't nobody got more love for this thing than me. Niggas faking the funk. This is your boy Doug D. T-Lou, drop it. I'm the microphone fiend. Now I'm knocking on my dream. I'll be rocking so extreme. Now they flocking for my green. I'm the microphone killer.
Where are you from?
My name is Roz. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay, all right. Born and raised?
Born and raised here. Born and raised. I've been here. I actually moved to New York. I stayed there for about 3 years and came back after the death of my family. But yeah, I came back to the hometown.
Okay, so how did you get into music?
Actually, music has always been like a hobby for me. It's never been something that I wanted to actually pursue as an actual career. It's always just been a passion. I've always felt the need to write music, you know, just to inspire young artists just like myself.
Okay, so who are some of your favorite artists and inspirations?
Oh man, there's so many. I have Musique, I have Tank, you got Tyrese, I have Genuine, I have Drew Hill groups, I have Jagged Edge, I have, you know, H-Town, New Edition, I have, you know, I have a variety. I can go on and on, the list goes on.
Okay, so you write all your songs, right?
I do.
All right, so so what are some of the things that you're working on right now?
Some of the things that I'm working on, I'm more of a, you know, hip hop and R&B type. So like songs like Musique and Brandy, stuff like that, it inspires me. So I kind of write music whenever I'm feeling whatever I'm feeling. I listen to those type of music, and then it helps me inspire me to write my music.
Okay, you got anything planned that you want to share with the people that you got coming out?
For the most part, not really too much what I have going on. I'm just actually just continuously working on my music right now, hoping to actually expand in areas.
Okay, so being a new artist, who have you had an opportunity to work with, or if not, who do you want to work with in the future?
Visions. Actually, where I'm at right now is actually the best. I've actually never had anything in my life go on so amazing as what True Vision, what he does at Trap.
Okay, so MAGOOO Vision is one of your influences here in music industry.
He's a big deal here. He's a big deal. Absolutely, I love working with him.
Okay, so do you have any charities and brands that you want to work with or that you currently work with?
I would like for you guys to actually stop by Taraz, Four Corner Cafe. We are open Monday through Sunday. We provide all the best food, all the best quality foods back in the day. Hey, I'm an 80s baby. We're bringing back all the heavy foods back from the 80s. And it's amazing. We have everything from a variety of avocado, shrimp, bacon burgers. We have meatloaf dinners. We have fried chicken dinner, grilled chicken dinners. We also have just your Sunday's best, just your Thanksgiving's best. Whatever food that you inquire about, we make it. And we deliver it to you free of charge. Only thing that we ask is that you tip the delivery driver. That's it. We're cheaper than Postmates. Thank you. Come again. Roz, Four Corner Cafe. Call in advance.
Okay, so currently in the music industry overall, what do you think of the music industry and where it's at right now?
I think for the most part, you know, for our younger generation, I feel like it's a little tweaked in a way where it shouldn't be. You know, I feel like we should be more, productive, more positive for the youth. But at the most part, if it's good music that they like, then, I mean, hey, why not?
Okay, so where do you see it heading and where do you see yourself fitting in it?
Where I fit in is I'm more of a slow. I'm more traditional. I feel like taking it back to the old days is what these young kids need to hear. That's what they need to feel. With all of the other type of rap music, whatever, with everything else, what you have going on, I want my music to inspire those to just remember their inheritance and remember their tradition and you know, back when, you know, where it was true love, you know.
Okay, so here with Roz, and is there any last words that you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Only thing I would like to say is keep believing. Do not never ever give up on your dreams or your belief.
All right, thank you.
I'm going right back in. But the trick she did. I'm a fool on that nigga. Can't do both. I'ma pull that trigger while sitting in a two-man set. Two-man fit. A two-man hell. I don't even wanna think about who gon' tell.
Hey everybody, this is Lady Peaches, and we're here at Peaches Corner. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're giving out recognition to those entrepreneurs in the Oklahoma region. First shout out goes to Angel Armstrong of Heaven Sent. Heaven Sent is a Oklahoma City cleaning service which Mrs. Armstrong hires and let young men and women work doing maid service, also organization service around the communities. So if you're in the OKC area, give Angel Armstrong a big shout out and tell her thanks for helping out the community. Mr. Little David from the Denver Road Music. Now, Denver Road Music is helping out with the community by letting talented artists perform, doing showcases, also contact with real life superstars. So that's how Mr. Lil David helps with the community. We want to thank you, Denver Road Music, for helping out Tulsa's rappers and singers. If you're hungry, thanks. You just need some food, try the Dream Center. Tulsa Dream Center gives help with utilities, education, food, clothing, and so much more. I think they also have a basketball team that they do, and they do free gospel shows in the community. And I know on Christmas they give away a lot of free toys. So if you're in the Tulsa area and you're down on your luck, contact the Tulsa Dream Center on Facebook, and you can get just as much as help as you need. Thank you, Tulsa Dream Center, for helping our community. Yours truly, Miss Lady Miss Peaches, known as Chantel Howard of Peachy Clean Home Cleaning Service, and that's where we help men and women, where I hire some young men and some young women. We also do make-ready homes, construction, repairs, framing, and so much more in the Tulsa community. So shouts out to my team, to those working for me and those doing that good work. Love you guys. Thank you for helping me help the community. Thank you. And this is Peaches Corner. Have a good day.